back to the Raider Critique, and in this episode we are going to go over preseason week 2, the Oakland Raiders versus the Los Angeles Rams. Now I do want to thank all of the subscribers, new and old, who have subscribed to this channel. I have seen a double in numbers over the past couple, 3-4 weeks ever since we started training camp. And I did want to reach out and thank all of you, because without any of you, I would not have the inspiration to do this. Now, I'm not out here really trying to make any money doing this, although I would like to step that direction one day. But I want to make sure that I don't overstep my bounds and run into certain issues that a few of us have run into. And, well, you guys know who you are about that. But in this segment, I would like to go over a few things that happened this week. Not everything, just a few small things, well, a few major things actually that happened to almost kind of solidify that we are trying to work our way out and grab Khalil Mack and be able to pay the man. Because Donald Penn has restructured his contract. Now, from what I hear, of course, this news happened earlier in the week, and it's not like a really huge restructure. It was a small fragment, but I guess he's being paid more in upfront money, but getting less after his contract ends. Now, I don't know the exact numbers. I didn't really go over all that, because really I was just going over more of the prediction of what we're going to be doing for preseason week 2. But I have an injury report for everybody, and like I said, we've got a lot of news about Donald Penn. And Donald Penn, not only did he restructure his contract, but he has come off the physically unable to perform list. And he's also going to be starting at right tackle, which is not his position. But Colton Miller's doing a wonderful job on the right side, and I don't believe Gruden's going to pull Colton Miller. He's going to let Colton Miller get his reps, and they're just going to move Donald Penn to the right side. And Donald Penn, man, the interview that he did, and I posted it, I believe, a couple videos ago. Man, he looks stacked. He really does look in shape. He's talking like he's all in. I mean, this is not the same Donald Penn that I remember from last season. That's for sure. And everything that he's talking, man, I'm enjoying it. I really think that the way he's being so flexible, he does know that he's gone next year, that we're probably not going to offer him another contract after this season, especially with as many linemen that we drafted this season. But moving on from Donald Penn, that's really a good thing of him coming off the injury list, and he's going to be playing tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Well, it's actually tonight. You guys are actually going to be receiving this video, because I'm doing this video really late. It's like 11:45 at night here. And you guys aren't going to be getting this video until probably early morning game day on Saturday. But I've got a few more injury updates. Gary Conley is supposed to play. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. Corey James is out indefinitely. He's been put on injured reserve. Nicholas Morrow will be replacing him. Obi Melifonwu is still out. Brino Giacomini is still out. Brandon Parker is out. Eddie Vanderdoes is still out. And then the one here, man, nobody's reported it on it yet. I believe I couldn't find very much on it, but on Wednesday, Eddie Pinheiro has been hurt. He left Wednesday's practice with an apparent injury, but no details have been released. Now, so that means we're probably going to see Mike Nugent kick today. And, well, hopefully he does well. But from what I hear, Eddie Pinheiro was way ahead. And it's really a shame that he had to go down with an injury on Wednesday. Now, I want to go into this new segment that I would like to call What the Critique Expects to See. Now, this is preseason, we're not really worried about wins and losses. We're really just worried about taking a look at our rookies and our second and third string players. And, those guys are fighting their butts off just to get a spot on this team. Some of them will make it, some of them will not. But I believe that our keys to victory, besides looking at what we need to look at, starts off with a swarming defensive line. Now, last week against the Lions, we had a swarming defensive line keeping their quarterback on his back foot all game long. And as a matter of fact, we had him on his back quite a few times. We need to keep this up. This is a good, promising thing, and I would really love to see a lot more of this going forward, especially without a certain someone who should be on our line. This is actually really good upside. And I mean, it's only been 1 week, and only time will tell. But I really was impressed last week with our defensive line, and I hope it continues. This is another thing we need to look out for that I'm going to definitely be watching is Gunther's linebacker and defensive back blitzes. Now, his scheme is absolutely awesome, and if you go to a few Raider channels or you even watch a little bit of Cincinnati football from the last couple seasons, you will notice that old Gunther's defense is a little bit different than everybody else. And I believe it was Zimmer from the Minnesota Vikings who actually instilled this defense into the league. And you can go to Watch Raiders Station, his YouTube channel, and he explains the complete defensive scheme down to a T to where you can actually watch it and check it out. But with this defensive scheme, wow, this defense looks awesome. I mean, we are attacking the quarterback in every which way. And we're rushing him out of the pocket. It's great to see him run for their life. And it really is unbelievable. Just changing the coach. This is what our defense has become. And our defense is going to be a lot better this year compared to last year. I can guarantee that. I don't think that's going to be hard to do because our defense absolutely sucked last year. Now, I'm also going to be giving away my MVP next time I click over here, but and that's the MVP of the game that I think is going to be our major standout. But the third thing that I believe that I would like to see is Derek Carr throwing with purpose. I don't want to see him go 2 for 4. I know he's only going to be in there probably one series, but I don't want to see him going 2 for 4 and only averaging 2.6 to 2.8 yards a throw. I would really like to see him let loose, and I know he did throw a couple bombs last game. He threw one major bomb out to Martavius Bryant, but in all honesty, he missed the read. He should have went to Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was wide open, and he was out there about 40 yards deep off to the left-hand side. Wide open. But he went deep to Martavius Bryant, and he put a lot of air up underneath the ball. I want to see that, but I want to see it done with accuracy. I want to see it done like I know Derek Carr can do it. The same Derek Carr that I was watching in 2016 before the injury. And that's just something that I would like to see is Derek Carr throwing with purpose and completing passes and looking really confident out there. Because with the addition of Gruden and getting rid of Todd Downing and adding Greg Olsen, he doesn't have any excuse now. I believe that the MVP of this game is going to be Shalik Calhoun. Now, he had 3 tackles last game, 1 sack. He wasn't the best guy on defense, but he definitely made an impact. And I do believe that he is going to make an impact in this game as well, especially since they do have a really beastly backfield, and then of course Jared Goff at quarterback with a few pretty stud wide receivers. I believe they got that guy from New England, man, Braden Cooks And then their corners are absolutely sick. I'm really, really looking forward to week 1 to see what we actually do to these guys. But tomorrow is just basically a refresher and kind of a little taste test on what we're going to deal with week 1 when the regular season finally kicks off. So here we are. It's this is how we're going to do it. I mean, I've pretty much gone over everything that I'm going to go over, and I just really wanted to get this video out to where it dropped right before the game started. The game starts later on this afternoon on Saturday. I'm going to have to be working. I hope to God that I'm not, I'm hoping that I'm going to be done by then, but I've got like a few trees and stuff I got to go cut down, and I got to remove some stuff from my backyard and get it cleaned up. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be done in time for the game, because I really don't want to miss our first string. But, hey, this is my prediction. This is what I think is going to happen. And I really do appreciate everybody for liking and subscribing my videos and subscribing to the channel. We're going to win 20-14. And I believe that Mike Nugent will actually have to make a field goal for this to happen. Now, I made this prediction before I found out that Eddie Pinero was hurt. So, let's see if it pans out this way. Now, I do hope you guys have enjoyed the content. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. And hopefully, I won't be dropping any more videos this late at night. So, go Raiders, Raider Nation for life. And I will see you guys after the game, because I'm going to do a review video after the game is over. So I believe that we are going to win 20-14. I hope that we have a good day running. I hope that we have a good day receiving. But most of all, I really hope that we shut these guys down defensively. Offense is not really a problem with this team. We know what this offense can actually do. We saw it in 2016, and all we did was add more weapons. So what I really want to see is the defense dominate. Because in my aspect of everything I've ever thought about when it comes to football, offense scores points, defense wins games. And with this scheme and with the way everything is, I'm so pumped for this season. I think our defense, I hope the Rams don't even hit 14 points. But I'm not going to take that away from them, man. They're going to be a powerful team, and they're going to be a hard team to beat, especially when it comes to week 1. Anyway, man, this is the Raider Critique, man. I'm signing out.